Merab and Umar. Big fight, right?
Bro, I thought it was gonna be boring. It impressed the fuck out of me. I know
Great fight.
we're on the watch party watching that shit. Yeah, it was a sick fight. Interesting enough, clip this motherfucker. A lot of people thought Merab lost.
Yeah, and I have some thoughts about that. I was also calling it in the middle of the fight, kind of. It was the showboating, in my opinion, that was making it close.
Okay.
You know? Because he would be winning the round, and towards the end of the round, he would showboat because he won, and then Umar would edge himself back in the fight. I believe that happened in the 5th round and the 4th round.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I didn't. I think we're both on the same page. Like, I don't think it was needed. And that first round, this is what I thought. Went back and I watched it. I gave it 4 to. Let me. Did you have it 3-2?
I had it 3-2. Yeah.
See, I went back and I watched it. I now changed my mind to 4-1. I thought the first round was very competitive. They went back and forth.
I remember you said that
they went back and forth.
Umar didn't take it, right? From the champ.
Yeah, you got to take it from the champ.
And for me, I gave it to him. I said he edged it out. You know, he didn't take it, but he edged it out.
See, I thought it was too close. I thought it was too close.
Fair enough.
It went tick for tat, tick for tat, tick for tat. And so that's what. Now, in the second round, Umar did take Merab down. So I thought, okay, Umar did a little bit more and edged it. At the time, I said, okay, Umar, okay, he could be up 2-0. I could say that. He could be up 2-0, but it was this.
Mm-hmm.
But in those championship rounds, Merab turned it on, and he just like a little Energizer bunny that doesn't quit. He just always...
Yeah.
You know? he just does it, and he's all like geeked out and shit. I'm like, what's happening with this dude, bro?
Dude, that's exactly how he fights. That's crazy. You got his rhythm down.
Hey, I know what I'm gonna be for Halloween this year. But,
that was too good.
And then you saw Umar kind of slow down a little bit. His motor started to turn down, and I think if you want to match Merab, you got to match that intensity evidently for 5 fucking rounds. Like you got to be even ×2 on that shit.
Right.
And I thought Merab's takedowns seemed more impactful. Like when he grabbed that single leg, he put you
dumped
down.
Him,
he dumped him hard, like
a little bit.
Yeah, it felt impactful. And I thought in that second round, I think it was the second round, when Umar did a really clean trip and he got him down and he was on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really clean, and he had some really good. He was striking, he was throwing kicks, but that third round and the fourth round, you could just tell Umar was losing steam every single round. And for all the people out there that thought Umar still won, because all these fan accounts and shit that are saying, "Oh no, that he got robbed," I was like, I just can't see it because of his demeanor and of his even the numbers, bro. The numbers and significant strikes and takedowns, they all were in Merab's.
Yeah. Although I think I saw something where I forget, but I feel like I might have seen a stat where Umar had 3 of the rounds with strikes. I could be wrong, but I thought I saw something like that.
I think one of the stats that I saw, okay, so nobody had any knockdowns. Total strikes, Umar had 113 for 246 thrown. Merab had 142 landed, 293 thrown.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 48%.
More overall.
More overall, right. Significant strikes, 100 for Umar, 104 landed, 237 thrown. Merab had 111, 259 thrown. So it's 7 more landed. Mm-hmm. Okay. They were close, right? The takedowns, Umar had 2 out of 15. So Merab was able to defend, 13 of those?
Yeah.
Merab had 7 out of 30.
God damn, 30 fucking takedowns is crazy.
Attempted, right? Attempted. But he got 7. Right. And don't get me wrong, Umar did it wasn't like he was so dominating on him. He versus Sean, he was more dominating and held him down.
Mm-hmm.
Umar was able to get up faster.
Right.
and he was able to like, defend. But that activity has to say something.
It does. And I think, for the people who think Umar won the fight, I think this is where Umar lost the fight because it was very close. And I think the Russians are known for this, which is edging out close fights. They keep it really close, and then they do these big movements towards the end of the round. They edge out the round.
And they take you down and leave a lasting impression, and they're able to kind of ground and pound a little bit, even if it didn't like totally dominate. It leaves a lasting impression. And to add on to that, didn't mean to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna say that he broke his hand, which he did. Everybody saw the X-ray. I'm questioning when did he break his hand? Because even during those rounds, if anybody go back and watch it, he never was like, you never saw that in between rounds. And if he's a G, if he never said anything and he waited to the last fight, to the fight ended to raise that awareness.
Yeah. So and maybe that is why he wasn't able to do that, right? What I'm talking about, which is like edging out the rounds. But this is where he lost it, in my opinion, because the fight was very close. But Merab controlled the fight, number one. And number two, the showmanship, clowning on Umar, that goes for something. When you are getting clowned in there, right, over and over again, you're getting dumped. Merab's playing to the crowd. On top of that, when the fight ended, Merab got on top of the cage. Umar didn't get on top of the cage. These are moments where I think Umar needs to learn from and like realize that it's not just about, just fighting necessarily. You also have to the showmanship wins it in the eyes of the fans. Getting the most cheers also translates to some degree to the judges' scorecards. And last thing about this is that it's kind of what I said. I think you have the recording anyway of it, but I said Merab did to Umar what Ryan Garcia did to Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia's showmanship in that fight also won it against Devin Haney. He was up on the ropes and Devin Haney was defeated. And at the end of that fight with Umar, you saw that Merab was the one full of energy and Umar was defeated. Regardless, if you think Umar won, what Umar showed is that he was defeated and that Merab was the victor. So just putting that stuff out there, I think that played a big part in why Umar lost. Because I think people are saying it's very close. Sure, on paper, X's and O's, looking at the numbers, yes. But when you factor that stuff in, I think he clearly lost.
I think he lost as well. And I think the numbers give Merab the edge.
Right. They do give him the edge. Because he also won off of that too.
And I think it goes back to what you just said, the demeanor, right? Body language. Umar looked tired. He looked like he didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Umar and the Sandhagen fight, Umar looked like Merab.
Correct.
In the Sandhagen fight. He was more just he had a bigger motor than Sandhagen did on the feet and on the ground. Here it got reversed in the third, fourth round, and I think that it's a learning lesson because Umar's still young, and he now has a chance to see, okay, this is what it's gonna take.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the drawing board. You've got Habib in your corner. He's not gonna he's gonna keep pressuring you to get better.
Just build off of where you're at now. It's all good.
Yeah. Because you now can see, okay, I some tweaks, some little tweaks, you gotta, and I put the hand in, and you got to put that into the equation as well. I will say this for Merab. Did you see him on the Aerial show on Monday?
Talking about all of his injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah, but dude, he looked he looked depleted on Monday. He was coming off fucking being sick too.
I didn't know he was sick.
He was. Yeah, bro, you didn't see him coughing
I didn't watch that full interview, I don't think.
His whole demeanor, bro, he looked like, I thought he was crying or something. I'm like, dude, what's going on with this dude? Did this lady just break up with him?
He was all
and
stuffed up and stuff.
Yeah, and then he started coughing. He was all like, yeah, man, it was like, so I think he probably had took some medicine, right, to kind of try to fight through all of it and shit. And I think that's why he looked all geeked out. Like he was on some creatine, like the big fucking box. The green powder.
Yeah. He gave himself 2 scoops.
3, bro. They look like 3 to me.
Okay.
But he was coughing though. He was sick. So that the cut on his leg and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I commend him for all of that.
Right. So it evens out. It evens out. I know that Umar had the hand injury, but on top of that, Merab might have came in there sick. He threw out his back. He wasn't able to rehab his shin as much as he wanted to. So it all evens out.
That shit looked fucked up. Yeah, that shin was crazy cut and when he got that.
That was fucked up. And obviously you can't.
What did he do to get the shin? What did he do?
He hasn't even said. I don't even know if it's a staph infection. I don't think it doesn't look like staph.
No, that looked like he got fucking like he fell off a fucking cliff.
That's exactly what I was, dude. That's exactly what I think. I think he was hiking, and he must have like fallen down and like skidded down on his shin, like with a rock. You feel me?
That's what it really looked like. Yeah, that looked crazy.
Or like he was climbing up a hill. You know what I'm saying? And like he just slipped, and like his whole shin got gouged. That's what it looks like, or like riding a bike.
Maybe one of the homies that is watching or a replay viewers, drop it in the comments. Let us know. Give us a scoop of what happened.
Yeah, because usually you can tell if it's like an infection.
I start giving the shout outs to people like drop the comments and shit.
I will. Last time I missed it, so I got the chat up. We got no comments so far.
I think what we do is we give a shout out for the last episode, and we look at the comments and we're like, all right. So
I tried to look at them, but apparently when they comment live, it doesn't go into the video when it's posted.
The regular comments?
Yeah, the regular comments. So they got to comment like new, because like on my end, the whole live.
You got to double comment.
Yeah, you gotta do 2 comments.
You gotta double comment. We got time for that.
I know, right?
Hey, bro, I already dropped the comment. I'm like, hey, I did my job.
We'll see. Leave a comment so we can see. Test it out for us, because I don't even know for sure.